The villagers said the Romani caravan had arrived 3 nights before everything disappeared. They came with music, firelight, and the sound of wheels creaking along the forest road. Colorful wagons rolled into the clearing at the edge of the woods, lanterns swinging in the dark like small stars. The villagers of Velin watched them with curiosity and suspicion, as they always did when travelers arrived. But the caravan seemed peaceful. They sang late into the night. Violins cried, drums beat softly, and laughter echoed through the trees. Children ran between the wagons. One girl stayed apart. Her name was Mirela. She was thin, pale, with long black hair that reached almost to her waist, while the others danced. She sat near the edge of the forest, staring into the trees like she was listening to something far away. Some said she didn't talk much. Others said she talked to someone who wasn't there. On the second night, an old woman from the caravan came into the village tavern. Her hands trembled as she drank. "She is wrong," the old woman whispered to the innkeeper. "Who?" he asked. "The girl, Mirela. What about her?" The woman leaned closer. "She was born during the black moon." The spirits noticed. The innkeeper laughed nervously. "Spirits don't take children." The old woman's eyes were wet. "Sometimes," she said, "they grow inside them." That same night, the music from the caravan stopped earlier than usual. No songs, no laughter, only whispers. And then, sometime after midnight, a scream tore through the forest. It was a man's scream. Then another, and another. The villagers woke, but none of them dared go to the clearing in the dark. By morning, the forest was silent. Too silent. 3 men finally walked to the camp. The clearing looked abandoned. Wagons stood open. Clothes hung from lines, swaying in the wind. Food still sat on plates, but no people, not a single one, until they saw her. In the center of the clearing sat Mirela, on a wooden chair, barefoot. Her dress was dirty and torn. Her hair covered her face. Mirela, one of the men called carefully. She didn't move. "Where is everyone?" Slowly she lifted her head. The men froze. Her eyes were darker than night. Not black, empty, like holes. "They went away," she said softly. "Where?" Her lips stretched into a small smile. "Down." The tallest man grabbed her arm. "What happened last night?" For a moment, Mirela looked confused. Then she spoke like someone remembering a dream. "I heard them first." "Who?" "The ones under the ground." The wind passed through the clearing. "They were singing," she continued. "So lonely, so hungry." The men exchanged uneasy looks. "They asked me to open the door." "What door?" one asked. Mirela pointed at the earth beneath her feet. "This one." The ground near the fire pit looked disturbed. Fresh soil, as if something had been dug up. "Who dug that?" the man demanded. Mirela giggled. "They did." "Who?" "My family." Cold dread crept into the men's chests. "What do you mean?" "They helped me dig," she said, "all night." "Where are they now?" Mirela tilted her head. "You're standing on them." The men stepped back instantly. The dirt beneath their boots shifted slightly. Just a little, like something moved underneath. "Did you hear that?" one whispered. Then it came. A sound, very quiet at first. A humming, then voices. Dozens of voices, singing. Romani songs, but muffled, like they came from underground. One of the men fell to his knees and pressed his ear to the soil. His face turned white. "They're down there." The ground trembled. Mirela began rocking slowly in the chair. "They're waking up." The singing stopped suddenly. Silence. Then 3 knocks echoed beneath the earth. Knock, knock, knock. The tallest man grabbed Mirela. "What did you do?" She smiled wider than a child ever should. I opened the door. What door? Her mouth moved, but the voice that answered was not hers. It was deeper, older, ancient. Mine. The earth split open beside the fire pit. A long black crack opened in the soil. From the darkness inside came hands. Dozens of pale hands. Clawing, grabbing, pulling themselves upward. The men ran. They didn't stop running until they reached the village. When they returned with others later that day, the clearing was empty. No wagons, no fire pits, no cracks in the ground, no Mirela. Just smooth grass like nothing had ever been there. The villagers tried to forget, but 3 nights later something happened. The church bell rang by itself, over and over. When the priest went to the cellar to see what caused it, he found the door already open. Inside, in the darkness, someone was singing, a soft Romany lullaby. The priest walked down the steps slowly. "Mirela," he whispered. The singing stopped. A small voice answered from the darkness. Yes, she stepped into the candlelight. Her eyes were completely black now. Behind her, the darkness in the cellar moved. Shapes, many shapes, breathing. Hundreds of whispers filled the air. The priest tried to speak, but the girl interrupted him. They were lonely down there. Who? The priest asked weakly. Mirela smiled. My family. The shadows behind her shifted closer. And the voices whispered together. Now the town can join the caravan.